My name is Derek Dooley and I'm the guidance counsellor in Grennan College, Thomastown, County Kilkenny, which is a DEIS school of about 310 pupils. I introduced the Reach Plus programme into my school a number of years ago because we didn't have a structured programme. But the beauty of Careers Portal was that there was a structured programme and that we could begin an e-learning portfolio programme within the school.
Hi, my name is Eleanor Cahan. I'm a guidance counsellor in Abbey Community College, Ferrybank, Waterford, and there are 928 students in the school. I'm running the Reach Plus programme for 7 years now in my school. What I like most about the Reach Plus programme is how much time it saves me. I can communicate with students, I can monitor their work regularly, I can correct online or I can print off. I can communicate with parents in the full knowledge that I'm aware of what the students are researching. All round is an excellent resource for any guidance counsellor.
Hi, my name is Angela Kern. I'm a guidance counsellor for Belvedere College. We introduced the Reach Plus programme to really help the students have a full structured, tangible programme for their career classes. In addition to this, we were looking at how would we include the parents in the actual programme as well. And by having the workbook, we have found that the workbook goes home on a weekly basis. The parent is also informed of exactly what Belvedere College are doing for guidance.
I'm Nuala Ivrian, guidance counsellor in Scull Community College, a school of 400 students. I've always kept an eye on Careers Portal as a very, very informative website for guidance counselling and careers. And when the REACH programme was introduced, I immediately saw its value and decided to introduce it into the school. There's a vast amount of apps on the REACH programme of great interest to the students. They can watch what's happening in the world of work and careers, and of course they can look at their own aptitudes, interests, talents. So there's plenty to do then that will keep them going to the end of the year.
The Reach Plus programme is an invaluable tool for me as a guidance counsellor. It supports my practice on a daily basis. For me as a guidance counsellor, it's a one-stop shop, and I explain that to the students when they start off. This is where you'll find all the information that you need regarding careers, courses, subject choice, everything that you could want, from scholarships to apprenticeships. It brings it all together at the touch of your fingers in a really, really speedy process, compared to having to look through all the different college websites. It's a really effective tool for me as a guidance counsellor.
The REACH programme really works as a structure, like a scaffolding for our guidance programme in the school. So we introduce it in fourth year. All fourth years would start off initially with the REACH book, and then by degrees we work through different sections of the REACH programme in fourth year. We developed it then into fifth year, and in sixth year it is hugely beneficial for the sixth years planning their future and moving on to college and to further study or further work.
So what I find great as well is at parent-teacher meetings, because we have 180 students in most year groups. Sometimes if a parent sits down in front of me, I won't know off the top of my head what their child is researching, but I can access the dashboard of that child. So it gives me all of the research that they've been carrying out for the last 2 years, and it gives me the current data of what they're looking for in terms of CAO or PLC or further education and training.
One of the great benefits is the guidance interview. I ask students in to talk one-to-one about their choices for the future. And it's a wonderful tool to have in my office when a student comes in, that I can click on a button and suddenly all the work which has been compiled in fifth year and the early part of sixth year is there, and we can discuss their target setting, which is very important, and also the work that they have done in fifth year in terms of their interest assessment, their personality and their learning styles. The Reach Plus programme has really helped our e-learning in Grennan College. And one of the things that I find as a guidance counsellor is that I use the Reach Plus programme to help students to become aware of how lecturers will deal with them in third level. So for instance, I post all my class presentations on the file share on Careers Portal, and I get them to print them off at home. I also get them to feed back to me through file share and to email me back their different projects.
There's a very, very good administration page on the REACH programme which is available for guidance counsellors. We call it the dashboard, and all the different apps that are on the REACH Reach programme for the students, they store all their information as they go along. So we can just go in, we can get an overview of all the different things that the student has done. We use it in 5th year to make sure that they have completed their different portfolio sections. We can see that the exam targets are up to date. We can see when in 6th year they are filling in their CIO forms. Again, we can see their choices. So it is a very, very useful place to keep all your information over the senior cycle.
What my students like most about the programme is that they can work on it by themselves.
They like that aspect that it's not always from a teacher or a parent, it's actually a student's perspective that's in these particular worksheets. So we take them through that and then they get a sense themselves where they're at with their study and what they need to actually improve on.
For example, recently I negotiated with my 5th year students the 6 next apps that need to be completed, and we negotiated the deadline for that. So I think it's good preparation for them for going into college to work towards the deadline as well.
My own experience in Grannon College, one of the apps that the students particularly love to do is the Careers Interest Inventory, and they really love doing that app because the questions are very, very much focused on their own experience, and also at the end of it they find out what their own areas of interest are. One of the little ploys that I use is that I do my own profile, and when they have completed all of theirs, I ask them to guess what 3 interest areas they think I am as a guidance counsellor, and we have a little bit of fun with that in the class, and then I present my own results, and it really gets them to engage and to think at a deeper level, and also to begin to recognise, okay, interest in other people as well. My students particularly like how they can relate their interest results to occupations. They love looking at the area of videos which have been produced by the programme, which gives the experience of people within different jobs and occupations and industries. Quite a number of my students in Grannon College would take the PLC QQI route, and also what is crucial is that they have the information about how they can link from PLC QQI onto 3rd level education, and it also gives them the feeling that, you know, they're not just confined to CAO, but also that there is another route.
Using the Reach Plus in schools offers a whole school guidance approach. By that I mean that students are able to understand how to do the career investigation, for example in LCVP, but with the support of the guidance counsellor. What we've done this year is we've put all of the LCVP teachers onto the Reach Plus programme as well. What that means is they don't have access to the full suite of information on Reach Plus, but they do have access to all the components that are linked to the LCVP programme.
I also work with the transition year coordinator in 4th year, and she uses the Reach programme as well. She uses it for the work experience section. So we work really as a team. It's not only myself as a guidance counsellor that's using it, we use it across the board.
The Reach Plus programme ties in very nicely and bridges the gap from the new junior cycle and the key skills that they would learn around self-directed learning, because when they get into senior cycle, that's what the Reach Plus is about. Reach Plus has really taken on a life of its own in our school, and a lot of the teachers that aren't involved in guidance counselling would be familiar with the website. There are posters available from Careers Portal which offer teachers the opportunity to display the new point system in their classrooms. It's great for numeracy and for literacy. Also, there's a facility on the website where I can click a button during Seachtain na Gaeilge to provide the website Trivian na Gaeilge, which is a lovely cross-curricular piece between the Irish department and the guidance department in the school. One of the best things for me as a guidance counsellor with the Reach programme is the website facility on it. I can upload all of my presentations that I give to parents and students to the website, so if a parent isn't able to attend an information night, they can download the information from the website. We recently had a whole school evaluation, MLL, and when the inspectors were giving their feedback, they commended the Reach Plus guidance counselling website for the Abbey and commented on the value it gives to parents and students and teachers. In terms of support for the Reach Plus programme, there's some fantastic support available at head office if you just phone them at any time.
One of the pieces of advice that I would give to any guidance counsellor is that before you embark on the programme, make sure and do the different exercises yourself. Do your own profile first, work through the programme, and then you can show the results in school as well. Because I have limited access to computers in my school, I tend to take a blended approach with Careers Portal in 6th year, using both a workbook and online programme.
I would say very minimal skills are needed for IT to run the Reach Plus programme. It kind of is self-explanatory. My advice to new guidance counsellors joining the Reach Plus family would be just play around with it. You cannot break it. All you can do is learn from it, talk to other guidance counsellors and attend a training session.